Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. It's been a few days since I streamed last. I was not really feeling it, so I decided to take a little break, but we are back. Today we are gonna continue with the game, and we're starting Act 2, because last time we did the entirety of the intermission in one stream, which was great. Also, now that this is also why I'm starting on the title screen instead of just jumping into the game immediately, because you know we are gonna 100% get a cutscene that is gonna play, so I can just talk for a little bit before we do that. Also, we can look at this very cool title screen where we see Valimar on top of the giant ship that we were on last chapter. Oh no, we do not need to play the opening sequence. Thank you. Very cool. I have no idea how long I will be streaming today. Maybe it will just be 2 hours, we'll see about that. But we are at least gonna continue, and I hope to at least do one more stream this weekend, so either tomorrow or on Sunday, we'll see about that. I am gonna stream less because one, felt like I just kind of getting tired from it, and two, I have other projects that I want to be working on, so that will be something that takes priority. But I am making progress on a video for the channel too, so there's that. The entire script is written, I just need to record it and edit it, which is gonna take a while, obviously. So, but you have that to look forward to. It's something else than what I normally do on this channel, which is streaming games, so no idea if it's even up anyone's alley that's here. But, you know, want to advertise my own other projects as well. That being said, let's continue with the game. Also, I'm checking, I'm pretty sure everyone can hear me, so that's good. North, you have problems with the air. This wasn't airspace. Well, that is where we were, so that makes sense.
If that is all, I will return to a state of inactivity.
Thanks for all you've done, Valimar. I'll be counting on you if anything else comes up.
Acknowledged. Prepare yourself for your next encounter with the Azure Knight, my awakener.
Don't worry, I will. We lost last time, but I know that's not all I'm capable of. As long as we're all together, I know I can get stronger.
I eagerly await your results.
Looks like he went to sleep.
So, this is what the Great Ashen Knight looks like up close, huh? I've heard all manner of rumor about it, but I never expected I'd stand in the presence of a legend.
I can't possibly begin to thank you enough. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come to my aid. Thank you, really. And that goes for everyone else, too. Thanks for coming to rescue me, guys.
We're just happy you're okay.
Just don't scare us like that again, alright?
We'll try, Lisa. No promises, though.
True. We were all on edge waiting for you to get back.
And yet you somehow managed to come out unscathed with Her Highness in tow.
You make it sound like it was easy. Well, easy or not, it was worth going on board. I got plenty of useful info out of it. So funny enough, I'd say their invitation worked to my benefit more than theirs.
I guess there's no harm in looking at the positives now that all's said and done.
Look at you, acting mature and all grown up. Brings a tear to my eye.
Looks like we have some catching up to do.
We do indeed.
I'd like to follow Reen's lead and extend my thanks to each of you as well. Thank you, all of you. And, dear brother, it's a relief to see you safe and sound. Though I never pictured my great escape would end with you in this airship of all things.
We did time our appearance fabulously, if I do say so myself. My only regret is that we weren't able to blow in with a storm of rose petals when we boarded them.
Yeah, that would have been fitting of your character.
Perhaps I should have asked Emma to look into the feasibility of making such a magnificent entrance.
Oh man, that would have been so cool!
Well, it's probably not impossible.
No, Emma, don't do it!
Now you're just being silly.
Sounds about right for our prince.
Well, at the very least, I'd say we're clear of any immediate danger. And given this opportunity, I'd like to sit down with you to discuss our situation and exchange any pertinent information.
That sounds like a plan.
But first, I think we have a few more reunions to celebrate.
Reen!
Hey, it's Toa! Let's go. Toa and George specifically, but Toa.
Toa! George! I thought I heard your voices when we started flying away from the Pantagruel, so you were on board too?
You bet. Good to see you, Ring.
She just still has her casual uniform on. Wee!
Whoa!
It's really you. You're really okay. No sooner had we found out that you were still alive, we got told you had been taken by the Alliance. We've been so worried about you.
I'm a real troublemaker, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Sorry, Toa, but I'm glad to see you and George made it out okay. Everything I've said to you has been at the back of my mind ever since we parted ways in Trista, and it's kept me going every step of the way. So, thank you.
Oh. You remembered. You promised me you wouldn't die. And you didn't. And then there was the promise you made during the festival after party. You said that next year you'd work to make the Academy even more wonderful than it is now. We still need to work on that one, but I know you're not the kind of guy who'd go back on his word.
We will try, Toa, but first we have to make sure that we even can get to the Academy, don't you agree?
See? Reen's a guy you can count on.
Yay, George.
Nice to see you're holding up okay. Still can't believe you made it through all that fighting in Trista in one piece, but... well, here you are.
Good to see you again, George. But how'd you two end up on the Courageous to begin with?
We'll bring you up to speed once we all sit down for our meeting.
There's a conference room on one of the upper floors. We can meet there when you're ready.
Let's do that. Dun 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 dun
The Courageous began its independent operations right before Heimdall was first occupied. I realized what the Alliance was planning, so I gathered a skeleton crew, met with Viscount Arcade, and we hurried straight to Trista, where we found your classmates locked in combat with the Azure Knight.
I see. That explains why you were in Trista.
I shudder to think what would have happened if not for the Courageous's timely appearance. What have you been doing since then, Father? I hadn't heard anything about your whereabouts until now.
Eventually, we were able to shake off the Azure Knight's pursuit. And we've been traveling around the country ever since, preparing to find you and take you on board.
George and I haven't been here long. The principal managed to get in touch with the Courageous without anyone noticing and sent us here.
He did?
I hope he's still alright. By the way, what happened to Major Vander?
He probably fell off the ship by a very accidental turn of events caused by Olivier on purpose.
You two are always joined at the hip.
Ah, alas, he is currently indisposed. His military obligations have him heading up the 7th Armored Division in western Erebonia. They're working with your former instructor, Major Neidhart, as well.
With him too? So he's over in the west now.
Huh. I should have known the 4th Armored Division's ace wouldn't get his ass kicked so easily.
Oh, right. Dad said he'd heard from him too, remember?
Still, the west side of the country contains Marquis Hyarm Sutherland Province, along with Duke Cayenne's Lemaire Province. The fighting there would no doubt be even more fierce than it is here in East.
Correct. A large percentage of the Imperial Army's military strength still remains intact. But the Noble Alliance forces' constant attacks have put them at a disadvantage. On top of that, a number of townships in the region have been caught in the crossfire and suffered great losses.
Always the art of war,
That's terrible.
But to be expected, unfortunately.
It hurt as much, but it still pisses me off to hear it.
With the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions occupied on the eastern side of the country, one can only assume the Noble Alliance intends to use that as an opportunity to crush the forces in the west.
Yeah, but they're not stupid. I bet the army in the west is putting up a pretty good fight by themselves. It's too early to call things just yet.
An astute assessment. The situation in the Western Theater could change at a moment's notice.
Right. But that means we're uncertain what course to pursue now. And having said that, we have a question to pose to all of you. The question, really. With the whole of the Empire caught in the throes of civil war, what exactly do all of you intend to do from here on out?
Us?
We were in the midst of discussing that when Reen was taken to the Pantagruel, in fact.
This is a full-on war, and our fellow Erebonian countrymen stand on both sides. No one here is delusional enough to think that a group of students like us are capable of stopping it by ourselves. Still, during our field studies, we found ourselves up against the problems this nation faces again and again. And because we have that experience, I believe there's a place for us to change things in all this, a part only we can play. We may not be able to compete head-on with the Alliance, but together, we can move things in the right direction for Erebonia as a whole.
That was wonderful, Reen.
Still, we aren't all gathered here for the same reasons. Be it rescuing Elise or settling things with Crow, we've all got something that we personally want to accomplish. But accomplishing those things won't be possible with the situation as it stands. And that's why, no matter how stacked the odds are against us, or how fierce the fighting becomes, we want to put everything we have into making all the difference we possibly can, in whatever way we can. I think I speak for everyone in Class 7 when I say that.
You bet.
I agree completely.
We may all come from different walks of life, but this time, that can work for us.
Exactly. We have something no one else does, and because of that, we can do things no one else can.
And what kind of class would we be if we didn't take advantage of that to protect the people and things we love?
As well as find our own answers to the questions we have looming over us.
As Reen said, however big or small it is in the long run, we have a place in this war, and we have every intention of following it.
Sounds like it'll be a pain, though.
Isn't it always, Fee? Let's be honest here.
No biggie. We're Class 7. Throw in a few of Reen's trademark speeches and we're raring to go.
Look at you kids.
You all sound like you've really thought long and hard about this.
That's the Class 7 I'm proud to serve.
And you guys aren't the only ones who feel that way. Everyone at Thor's has something to bring to the table. Remember the Academy's motto? Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was what Principal Van Dyke said to us at the welcoming ceremony.
The words of Dreikel's the Lionheart serve to inspire us to this day, it would seem.
Of course. They ring as true as ever.
It's like you didn't even have to think about it. You guys just knew.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourselves. And it's true that Thor students are scattered all over the country right now. But I'm sure that each and every one of them are fighting too, and they feel the exact same way that you guys do.
I understand. Your Highness.
Indeed. I figured you would have already given it some thought, but I wasn't expecting such a stirring conviction. But I think this at least settles the matter of what course to take. If you would do the honors, Captain.
As you wish. We're about to do something neither side would ever expect us to do. We're going to entrust this ship to you. From here on out, the Courageous is yours to command as you see fit.
What?
Oh, that's so cool.
What?
Even better.
Father, would you mind elaborating?
No, I'm gone. Bye-bye.
It means exactly what it sounds like. The operation of this ship will be left entirely to your discretion. I imagine your journey to make a difference in this war needs a home base to begin from.
Well, yes, but
But then what will you do?
We plan to disembark and make our way to the western provinces. Once there, we'll begin working with the 7th Armored Division and the other neutral forces in the region. The intention is to ensure that as few innocents as possible are harmed by this conflict.
I was actually worried this airship might prove a bit too conspicuous to aid us in pursuing that goal. But with us headed west, we'd be leaving all of eastern Erebonia in your hands.
Wow.
I see. That does make the most logical sense.
Kinda. If we've got the courageous, we could give our third faction some real weight. Neither side could afford to ignore us.
I'm not even sure the guild could come up with a plan this wild.
Probably can.
Well, it's fair to say I've learned a lot from the way the guild's members handle things, yourself included. Oh, and Alphen?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you to remain on board the Courageous as well. This ship is technically the property of the Arner household, fathers in particular. It should give them a certain freedom to act if they have concrete backing from a member of the Imperial family.
I'd be happy to. Henceforth, I, Princess Alphen Rice Arner, will guarantee the legitimacy of their actions. So do whatever you see fit to do. You have my full support.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Wow!
We're truly honored to have you with us.
No turning back now.
Yeah, seriously.
Dun, 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 dun.
We hereby humbly accept custody of the courageous.
Please, leave Eastern Erebonia to us.
We'll be counting on you then.
Hey, good afternoon, Anonymous. How are you doing today? I see your username is once again kind of weird. I don't know what YouTube decided to do with it, but it looks different. At the end, specifically. Now that you're here, you can actually tell me if you can hear me and the game properly.
I'm looking forward to toasting your future successes.
On that day, Class 7 was entrusted with the day-to-day running of the Courageous airship. Viscount Arcade and Prince Oliver decided they would disembark near Legram and travel to western Erebonia across the lake. And, after receiving the bare minimum of instructions on how to operate the ship so that it couldn't crash immediately, its bright-eyed new owners set course for Apple Highway. Good to hear that you're doing good today. That's nice. Happy to hear that. And it's good to hear that the audio is working for once. That's nice. Thanks. Thanks for telling me. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm leaving you in charge of the Courageous's day-to-day operations. I don't doubt you'll make a fine acting captain.
It would be an honor.
Towatai! So how do I look? She says, without voice acting for no apparent reason. Wow, it really does suit you. The size is just right too. Fortunately, I had a spare on hand that was a size smaller. Only one size, huh? That is actually impressive that you have a very small head. That is quite fortunate. You're kind of like a cute mascot, like a human Mishi. Perhaps we should capitalize on this opportunity with this irresistible line of Captain Toa merchandise. No! That would be so awkward for her. Like, no! That sounds like a wonderful idea. Oh, you two are terrible. Well, let's say That's a nice touch, though. I really suits you. I don't think there is Captain Toa merchandise, actually. There might be actual Toa merchandise, but not like a Captain Toa costume merchandise. Yep, you definitely look the part of the captain with it. I think things will be just fine here in our absence. You guys won't be needing us around much longer. So you guys are taking off then? You'll be disembarking together with Father, yes? Yep. It was nice to help you until you guys got back together again, but now that there's no use in me sticking around. With the situation to the west what it is, I've decided to help out over there instead. And I intend to return to the commanding RMP. I believe that's the best way I can contribute to bringing this war to an end. We understand. Bye bye, Claire! If you bump into Lecter somewhere, make sure you say hi for me! I'll be sure to do so. I've been entrusted with a number of research tasks by the German arena as it so happens, so this is farewell for me as well. That doesn't sound shady at all. But we'll stay safe, alright? Whether you're a member of Ouroboros or not, I'll never change how you or family made. If our family is made. Oh my. I'm touched to hear you say so. Please, my lady, take care of yourself. Still, let's keep in touch, okay? I'm gonna keep up gathering as much info as I can, though the Guild's intelligence network. Through the Guild's intelligence network. It's not like Erebonia is the only place where strange stuff is going on down now. True. I'm particularly concerned about what's happening over in Crossbell. Play the Crossbell games. Hey, Judy Falcon! Happy to see you here. Anyway, I'll leave that to you. Give my regards to Miles. You know what? Thanks for everything that you've done for us. I'm sure that we would have been able to come this far if not for your help. Hey, no need to get all stiff all of a sudden. You're embarrassing me. We may be working separately from now on, but I intend to do all I can to aid you in the future. Take care, everyone.
Reen, this is just a little parting gift from me.
He says, randomly having voice acting budget.
It's always come in handy for me when I was in a pinch, so I hope it'll help you out too.
Big Caliber S.
Thanks, Toval. It always felt like you were looking out for me, even when it came to my future.
Think nothing of it. You kids are the future, after all. But remember, this is where it starts getting serious. Get yourself through this war in one piece. And find something you want to dedicate your life to. And hey, if you ever decide you want to follow the same path Sarah and I did, you'll be welcomed with open arms, okay?
I'll be sure to give it some thought.
Okay. Knock it off with the scouting.
Well then. It's time we bid you all a fond farewell for now.
We'll see you again, Oliver. No worries.
Chin up, Alphen. I'm counting on your charm to keep everyone motivated.
May the goddess be with you.
I look forward to the stories you'll have to tell when next we meet, Laura.
Good luck, Father.
Dun.
Well, there they go. You think they'll be okay on their own?
Only the goddess herself knows for certain. Still, with some already calling this a second advent of the War of the Lions, I can only hope they make it through unscathed.
Oh, I'm sure they'll all be just fine. They don't bear the symbol of the horned lion for show.
Yes, I suppose you're right. And the same goes for me, too. I can't very well call myself a Thor's alumnus and fail to deliver.
Well, well, are we birds of a feather? proud Thor's graduates unite. I'll be in touch with them plenty in the coming weeks, so don't worry. The Old Guard will do as it must to keep watch over the young and vigilant.
Sounds like a plan, Oliver.
Speaking of the Old Guard, Chancellor Osborne was also a Thor's graduate, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Sorry to say, I can't picture it.
Was he now?
He and I may have had our differences, but I still feel a certain loss with his passing. I'd like to express my condolences to you while I have the chance.
I'm afraid I never had the chance to truly get to know him, but there's no doubt in my mind that he was one of the greatest men of our time.
Thank you.
Still, it must be tough for you with Heimdall under the Alliance's thumb. Were you able to find out where his funeral was held?
Actually...
Captain?
Is something amiss?
It's just that I received a strange report on that very issue. I was told his body was taken into the custody of the Imperial Guardsmen when the city was occupied. But then after that, it simply disappeared at some point.
Disappeared, you say?
Is it possible the reformist faction could have taken it from them?
I'm afraid I don't know. It is possible that the Intelligence Division did something to that effect.
A disappearing corpse is certainly cause for concern. It's difficult not to draw parallels with the Lance Maiden's sudden death following the War of the Lions.
Unbelievable. I'm almost impressed how much trouble one man can stir up, even from beyond the grave.
Dum.
He had so many plots in motion, I doubt even his death put a stop to them all.
Ain't that the truth, Oliver? We'll see how many of them will actually come to fruition, shall we? Won't we?
No change in weather or wind direction since entering Kreutzen provincial airspace.
We are currently cruising at a speed of 3,000 SPH. Nothing abnormal detected on the radar thus far.
Detour around the Twin Dragons Bridge, staying within the clouds. Take extra care that we aren't noticed by the Noble Alliance's surveillance.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. She's a real natural at this.
Yeah, it's hard to believe she's only been in the position for a day.
Indeed. She has proved a worthy captain in Father's place.
As if anyone could fit the role better than our student council president.
She still looks like a mascot character, though.
That's like the smallest girl in the entire group, with the exception of fucking Milliam, who is literally 3 years younger than her, if not more.
That's
so.
just one of her many charms.
Yeah, and besides, I can feel at ease knowing she's in charge. So, today's the day we start our journey anew, right?
Right. We settled what we'll be doing last night. Now all that remains is to do it.
Previous day at the Courageous Conference Room.
Well, Toa and George should be able to handle the day-to-day running of the ship, so that's out of the way. And whatever we decide, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything major today. I think it's time we start hammering down exactly what we're going to be doing from tomorrow onward.
In theory, the Courageous gives us the ability to fly around the whole country with ease. But, in reality, the Noble Alliance has control over most of Erebonia, so we're limited in where we can actually go.
Yeah, we don't want to risk getting too close to Alliance territory. We'd run the risk of being captured, or even worse, being shot down.
It's sad to think how we barely have anywhere we can land with an amazing airship like this at our disposal.
Care to share your thoughts on this, instructor?
Oh, you kids can just do whatever you want. I lost the will to put in any effort after Captain Classy got off.
You slacker.
I'm pleased that you think so highly of my father, but...
Maybe Laura can hook you up with a one-on-one lecture on the Arcade School of Quartzmanship, if you know what I'm saying.
No!
I was kidding. In all seriousness, if you need more people fighting in whatever you end up doing, I'll be happy to help you out. Just don't forget that the Courageous was entrusted to you kids, not to me. If you want my advice, then you got it. But you need to be able to make all the important decisions on your own.
Of course.
You almost sound like an instructor for once.
Getting back to the matter at hand, we don't need to decide everything right at this moment. What say you to figuring out how and what for now?
Come again?
I assume what would be our overall goal. Something realistic that we can all work together towards. And the how would be a basic idea on how we intend to achieve it?
Uh-huh. It's a little trick we use in the student council. It's easier to get motivated when you have a specific goal in mind.
You guys were doing the same kind of thing in the weeks before the Academy Festival, remember? The concert was what you were working toward, and all your other planning was how you intended to pull it off.
I see. That makes sense.
We did spend a lot of time before and during the festival working out all the details, come to think of it.
Not to mention taking care of the things we couldn't plan, like the strange stuff at the old schoolhouse.
We were coordinating with all of the other classes and clubs at the same time, too.
When you break it down step by step, we did so much without even realizing it. And we may have our own personal goals right now, but if we can wrap those up into one overarching goal, it won't seem half as much.
How about making it something related to the Academy itself, then?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I wonder what's happening there.
Toa, George. The Academy is currently under the Noble Alliance's control, right?
That's right. The staff and students who are there are doing what they can, but...
As you know, during the attack, a lot of the students managed to flee Trista and are now scattered across the country. Now, most of the upper-class students chose to stick it out, though. They've got no reason to fear the Alliance, being nobles and all.
All right, then.
That doesn't include everyone, but yeah.
I think our what should be taking back the Academy.
That sounds good to me. The Courageous will serve as a good means of transport, but we'll need a proper base sooner or later.
But with it, we can get a better look at the current state of things in Erebonia and try to reach out to those who are in need.
And whatever information we learn along the way could bring us that much closer to liberating the Academy.
Can't see taking it back going that smoothly, though.
No doubt. It's near the capital, so its defenses are gonna be rock solid.
Still, I like it. What goal is more worthy of us than reclaiming something we hold so dear?
Indeed. Regardless of personal motivations, I can't think of an objective more fitting to us as a group.
And if we actually manage to achieve it, the sky's the limit for us.
I'm genuinely moved by your positivity.
Well, their optimism is probably their strongest point.
We were thinking of something along the same lines, in fact, so it works out. And hey, if we all thought about it, what's to stop the others from thinking it too? So if you happen to bump into anyone who escaped from the Academy, why not go and ask them to join us? I'm not saying it has to be your primary focus or anything, but the more people we have on our side, the better.
That's a great idea!
Yeah, we'll be sure to keep an eye out.
We have about the bare minimum crew we need to fly at the moment, but it's not like this is their full-time job. I'm sure our current staff won't be here forever, so we're gonna need a few extra hands on board at some point. Ideally, we could have whoever's here now stick around long enough to train anyone we end up recruiting.
I know our numbers are small right now, but the more people we can get on our side, the higher chance we stand of making Trista and the Academy our home again. And I don't know about
I still
you,
really like
but I get
that.
this weird sense of satisfaction knowing that we students are gonna be the ones to do it.
I really like this. It's like we get all like the NPCs that we had in the previous game help us and be like part of the crew. That is so cool.
I know the feeling, actually. Everything works for me.
I'd say that's our how decided, wouldn't you?
Agreed. To wrap all this up, we'll use the Courageous as our base, and as a way to get a good idea of the current state of things in eastern Erebonia. Along the way, we'll try to recruit as many fellow Thor students to help us out as we can. All for the sake of our primary goal, taking back Thor's military academy.
This is where the voice acting runs out, because there was a lot of it for this segment. Like one section wasn't voice, yeah. Well, I suppose what we needed to decide next is where we should head for the first. Yeah, we don't have many places we can go at the moment, but there's Legram, Ymir, and the North Highlands. We're able to land on the 4th Armor Division's base too, right? I asked Dad about that yesterday, and he's fine with it. Probably better for us to swing by all of them once really. Oh, almost forgot. Prince Oliver sent you a new request to take care of. He did. Oh joy! The details are all right behind you. Behind us? Oh, there's an orbital computer here. I've only ever really used one in class. No need to fear, technology doesn't bite, but it will be easier in the long run for you to grab stuff from there. So go on, take a look. Sure. Beep boop boop beep. Oh, lucky us! These are made by the Epstein Foundation, so they are identical to the ones we used in class. And there we go. Something popped up. So this is how everything is displayed. The intelligence division is some of those too. Monster madness. A large mysterious monster has appeared from the highlands. We would ordinarily have asked Layson to take care of it, but he's out of on patrol and can't be reached. Would you be willing to defeat it for us instead? If so, you can find me talking with Gwyn in the lakeside cabin. Elder even. Find our first years. I figured out where a few Thor students are. I know it's important to get them to join us, but I just want to make sure our first years are safe. You'll be checking it out. Monica, Mint, Casper, and Vivi. I mean, we did know where they were, right? I'm sure they all make great additions to the crew. The terminal on the bridge I'll tell you just where you can find them. Thanks, Stoa. Didn't we already know where both Monica, Mint, Casper, and Vivi were? Like, we really ran into them already. Without leave. A civilian had taken into our protective custody has vanished. Would you be willing to offer us a few more sets of eyes as we look for him? Speak with me at the camp for further details. Craig. Patrius is in trouble. Those damn noble soldiers, damn it. I'll tell you at the inn in the Gram, okay? Here, hurry up and get over there. Cargo. Is he literally called Cargo? Wow, that's the worst name ever. Oof. There's one from Lord, one from the Gram, one from Corellia's proving ground. Since you've got plenty of work in store for us all over the country. And how I wish it were my imagination, but I think I saw this distinctly familiar name of one of them as well. Kind of worried about the one Dad sent us. I don't think we can ignore that unusual monster that's appeared in North either. Prince Oliver took the time together and sent all of this to us himself. How he managed to do that? He just left for Western Erebonia. He's a guy with plenty of connections, especially through the Racer Guild. He said he's going to keep finding stuff like that that he thinks he can handle, and send them our way. How many you end up doing is up to you, but I'd recommend taking care of the more urgent ones at least. Understood. I don't think any of us mind one bit. Indeed, it helps bring focus on our goal of touring the regions and helping those in need. With that being said, I would assume checking the safety of our fellow Thor students is our top priority. It will be a liberty of giving you that one myself. You're slowly getting information on the other core students. Could anytime we find something, we'll update the computer and who knows, maybe they'll be willing to join us too. How convenient! I'm suddenly very grateful for those classes. Those will be taking these things pretty often. Well, I think that's almost everything when you've decided where you want to go. Let me know, okay? Oh, and George, it's hard at work setting up an orbital factory in the ship hold. So if you need any modifications made to your Argus or any forge, you can sort those out there. While you're at it, it's worth checking out the other facilities on board too. It's not much now while we're short on staff, but I'm sure any student you recruit will get creative in their space. Might as well. So, do you guys mind if we figure out who's going to be making up our active party when the disembark first? So if you're doing that now, would you mind including me? I'd like to see the strange monsters from the Highlands express myself. I don't mind at all. That sounds fair. I can move if you need a hand too. You just let me know if I'm needed, okay? Thanks, instructor. Now let's see. It's temporarily not possible to remove Gaius from the party. Elisa, Milliam, P. We cannot include Toa. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, we'll just leave it at Reen, Gaius, Elisa, Milliam, P and Laura. That'll work. Okay, let's get going. Right. Act 2, The Awakening Lions. I should probably do as instructor recommends and tour the facilities on the board, at least once before disembarking. There's not much, but it'd be smart to see George in the ship's hold and pay Venomar a visit. Might be good to see Princess Elfin too. You can now view the student info tab in your notebook. Monica, Mint, Beryl, Casper, Vivi, Colette, Monk, Becky, and Rosie. Unaffiliated, unaffiliated, unaffiliated. Oh, wait, what? Monica Swimming Club, Wind Orchestra, Occult Research Society, yeah, Swimming Club, Gardening Club, unaffiliated. Colette is unaffiliated, Monk is unaffiliated, Becky is unaffiliated, and Rosine is also unaffiliated. Isn't she affiliated with the church? That is kind of weird. Why is it saying that she isn't? Okay. Teresia, the Cross Club. Right. Celine, yeah. Alrighty. Let's see how everyone is doing, shall we? I'm here if you need someone to talk to, or if you just want some advice. But at the end of the day, I don't forget Prince Oliver's entrusted the courageous to you kids, not to me. I don't think you have to worry about that. Our field studies really drove home the importance of being able to think and act on our own. This is as good a chance as any for us to put those practical lessons to use. Then I suppose I need to say no more. Showing the value of Class 7 education and making me proud. Oh, by the way, there's something I heard right before I left the academy that you might find interesting. Apparently there are a number of second-tier store students out there trying to fight the Alliance. Really? Yeah, supposedly, after helping the first years escape, they split up and spread out across the country. They've been on the move ever since, trying to set up Arcus relay devices wherever they can. Wow, I can believe it. Though our second years are pretty tough. And don't you forget it, but seriously, if we can find them, it's sure they'd be a great asset to our cause. There's a chance you'll run into them in the populated area, but I'm guessing you'll have better luck on the highways. I'll keep that in mind, though, thanks. Let's see, where is everyone? Royal room, conference room. Then the infirmary, the factory. Conference and training room. Let's see. What can we find there? The royal room is also here, I suppose. Good to know. Door has the conference room and the royal room. The latter is exclusive for Princess Elfin, obviously, but I bet we'll be using the former quite a bit. About the 4th floor facilities. The 4th floor contains a number of useful facilities, including conference room and various training rooms. It also contains a royal room, which as the name suggests, was designed for members of the Imperial family on board. Right now, that's Princess Elfin. There are 3 training rooms, all built to train your fellows combat range, combat art, and abilities respectively. These can't be used immediately, but you will be able to use them once you have recruited students capable of running them. I take it my brother had already left the Penta group by the time he arrived. To be perfectly honest, I breathed a sigh of relief when he didn't come out to meet us. After all, now I can see the gap between the two of us more starkly than ever. We wouldn't withstand the chance as we are. Useless. I've never seen him so completely drained of his confidence. We are nothing to him now, but if we use the time we have to wisely, perhaps that won't be the case next time. We can beat him, don't lose hope. Surely didn't expect this to be equipped with training facilities. I've been told that we were welcome to them should we I've been told that we are welcome to them should the urge strike us. However, the door is to remain closed when not in use. It can't imagine being given a more perfect set of wings. It's going to be difficult to repay Father and Prince Oliver to such an incredible gift. That's true, but we know where to start. There's a lot we can do, better people's lives now that we can take the air. Indeed, between our sword and our ship, it's certain we can make a difference. And together we shall do so. This is our training room, it's not being used at the moment. This is the ranged combat training room, it's not being used at the moment. Hehe, hello Reen. Hey, Your Highness. What's that document you've got there? Oh, just a little formality I need to get through before we really get started. It's to show that control of the ship has been temporarily passed from our family to you. And that you've been given the legitimate right to use it as you see it fit. Alright, well, if you need my help to cross any T's or dot any I's, let me know. You've been gracious enough to join us in the ship, so the least I can do is help you out with whatever you need. Oh, don't worry. Although being a member of the Imperial family's paperwork anyway, so I can't handle it on my own. Besides, you're all helped me more than enough already. Come to think of it, I never did thank you for saving me from the Pentacle, did I? Properly, I mean. Thank you very much, Reen. I truly never expected that you would be my knight in shining armor. That's not something I need to be thanked for. Wicking Ymir, I swore that I would rescue both you and Elise from the Alliance. I've completed half of that task, and now I've got to finish the job. Then let me help you with rescuing her. I'll be keeping a close eye on you all the while to see if you're really order of the Phoenix Wings medal material. What's this now? It's a very exclusive honor that my family only awards every few years to people who are really deserving of it. There are 3 medals in all charity, love, and strength awarded to people who exemplify said virtues. Just so happens that as a ship of the Imperial family, we have some of those medals on here, so I have them to give. That's remarkably convenient. So if you demonstrate the worthiness of any of those medals, I'd like to give them to you. Though, in your case, I'm sure I'm more of a matter of when than if. I don't know if I'd say that. Still, it can't hurt to try to live up to those lofty expectations. But medals or no medals, the most important thing to me right now is rescuing Elise and helping you reunite with your family too. Of course. You can now read about the Order of the Phoenix Wings in the Royal Room bookshelf. There's a book on the Order of the Phoenix Wings. Medal of Charity. An award granted only to those who have independently, voluntarily strived to better the lives of others across the land. Medal of Love. An award granted only to those who have demonstrated love for their fellow human beings, showing and earning the trust and understanding of many people. Medal of Strength. An award granted only to those who have performed great acts of strength, defeating powerful foes to protect this nation and its people. Since my brother left the courageous to me, I'll do everything in my power to live up to the expectations. As a proud member of the Arnor family, allow me to support you all to the fullest extent I can. We both have our work cut out for us. I know you're up to the task. Alright, that is the fourth floor done. Where's the elevator again? Oh, the elevator's here, right. Third floor, shops and deck. Yep. Front deck. Cafeteria, light area. You can access the front and the rear deck from this floor. And it's where all the shops are. I probably see a lot of this place. About the third floor of facilities. The third floor contains facilities, variety of facilities you can make use of, including shops and a room you can use to take a nap. Only one shop is available for now, but they're recruiting tour students. You can raise that number up to 4. The aforementioned nap room allows you to rest and restore your HP and EP for free. Hey Elliot, doing some violin maintenance, I see? Yeah, probably seems kinda strange, huh? Would have thought so too, but Prince Oliver changed my mind to a few choice words of encouragement. He said, "War or no war, the power of music never weakens. If the path of musician is truly what you aspire to do, then even the way you fight should be reflected and be your own." That makes a lot of sense coming from Prince Oliver too. He plays the lute, doesn't he? That is right. He's performed all over the country and even outside of it. I'm not exactly sure what he means about finding your own way to fight, but I'm going to try to figure it out. Maybe I'll just keep fighting while staying true to myself. The answer will come to me. I'm sure I hope it does, at least. Idiot and I have been talking about what we should do now that we have this ship. Making sure everyone from Tours is alive and should definitely be on our top priorities, if you ask me. I think it'd be helpful to have the entire lacrosse club on board, but the other students probably wouldn't hurt. The more the better in my book. We'll need as many bodies as possible when it's time to take back Tours too. So let everyone we know. Yeah. And there we go. Everyone has their weapons. Is there anything else you can do here? Curious about all the layout changes since you were last aboard. Thought had a fair bit of remodeling done in the hopes that it can operate even more efficiently. So taking this chance to get familiar with that now. I'll pay off in the long run, trust me. Thanks. This door is locked. Why though? It doesn't mean anything, it's just a door to the same room. It still looks really cool. The door is locked. That sounds like a good idea. Storage room. Nothing particularly interesting is happening here right now. Sleep room. Rest. There we go. The front deck is here. Guys, it's bird. Whee! Oh, hey, it's that hawk again. See you, right? Yep, I was surprised to see him too, but he must have decided to find us. He seems happy to see that we are all together again. Scream! That makes 2 of us. The people revere hawks as a sacred bird, so I think his being here is a sign that this ship has the wind's blessing. The skies may be vast, but with the wind looking after us, we should be able to be able to fly them with ease. And I'm even happier to have Zio here. Right. Then we have the kitchen, etc. area, the most etc. area of all time, and the orbital factory hall. And then we know everything is. And then it's time to do some side questing. Until for another roughly hour maybe. There's a ton of stuff on this floor. We should be able to probably take a look around to see what's on offer. About the second floor facilities. The second floor has a wide variety of facilities, including kitchens and an infirmary. While these facilities are currently a little, shall we say, limited, more will become available as you continue to recruit students. Oh no. This floor also contains a game room. It's just right for playing Blade 2. Not to completely confuse with Blade 1. It's a completely different game, no it's not. Against your classmates. What is this? This is the kitchen, I think. This ship is so fancy. There's so much to see. I can't even decide where to start. I mean, I would if it had a chef. I was hoping for some tasty grub. Well, we're flying with a skeleton crew right now. Shoes aren't exactly essential on a ship compared to, say, engineers. But that's why we need to get to work on the recruiting students. The more we get, the better we get wages. Makes sense when you put it like that, at least. Makes me kinda jealous of the nobles though. I bet the Pentacle got some real hot, top-class chefs on board. They gave you some super fancy food when they took you aboard, right? How was it? Not like I could really enjoy it that much given the whole hostage thing. I guess it couldn't hurt to ask. Have you ever heard of something called the Black Workshop before? Huh? Hold on, who told you about it? I figured she might know. That old Tina girl mentioned it to me and she said it was the place to belongs to. She also said they loaned her to the Alliance. Is what kind of place loans someone else a girl? How much can I say here? It's the confidential info their intelligence isn't foul enough. It sounds like stuff you shouldn't be telling me, but sure. Well, we don't know where it is or anything, but it's a really unique arms workshop. They make weapons to order, but one thing they have in common is that they are all super powerful and super hard to use. You know, for terrorists, high-level Yeekers customers like that. That huge rifle Crow used to shoot Krams was probably made there too. You think? Well, it was designed to hit the target over 3,000 meters away, arch away, with a pinpoint accuracy. That's pretty nuts. Claire said it's the same one he used when he made his own death back at the mine too. But if they did make it, I wonder if that means they are allied with the Alliance. That's not a lot to take in. But why would a girl like Altina be affiliated with a place like that? Then there's that Clam Soleus of hers that's basically personal like Terragatman. Wait a second, does the Black Workshop make the combat shells or something? What about Erebonia for that matter? Ding ding ding! Games used to do business with them though, the intelligence division from what I hear. But about a year ago I guess all contact with them just stopped. Letter was trying to find out where the actual workshop was for a while, but he didn't have any luck. Is that so? So I bet you Bet you we're gonna run into that girl and her semi sooner or later. I'm getting a kind of rival vibe from them, you know? Me and Lemmy have got to keep our training so we can beat them. We're gonna do 1,000 arm swings a day and 1,000,000 push-ups, and we're gonna be so buffed you won't even know what hit you. Just be sure to do those arm swings on the deck and away from people so you don't hit anyone. Now that I know you're about that workshop though, it's more mysterious than ever. We might need to add them to our post too. Watch out for litter on our burrows. The ship's got everything you could ever want. But how's it compared to the Pentacle? Well, the Pentacle is bigger and more luxurious, but the Courageous matches it step for step in terms of facilities. And it's more mobile, got a cooler sounding name too. No, so, thought so. And there was still room to add more. Oh, that reminds me, I had a chance to sit and chat with those two Zephyr members while I was on the board. They weren't exactly in the shadiest of moods, of course, but I was pretty clear that they are still thinking about you. Oh, that's nice. But you're my family now, and that's important. I'll find out what they are after if I have to do it myself. You know that you don't. We're all in this together. We will help out about your answer. There's still room to add more facilities to the ship, so I could even get better. We'll have to try to make that happen as soon as we can. Ugh. Trying to fight on an empty stomach is the worst. Which is why we need to get a proper cook into this kitchen pronto. Unless you want me to start running it. I was basically the star of the cooking club, you know. No. I mean, I'm sure it won't be long before we find ourselves as chefs. Don't worry your little head about it. The only way she's taking charge of this kitchen is over my dead body. She's probably burning down the kitchen if we allow her to do that. All the ship's operating manuals are in here and, shockingly, are relatively easy to understand. In fact, the biggest hurdle to reading them is extracting all of the other books that we have been jammed in here. I think we can blame that on Prince Oliver. He doesn't really strike me as a practically organized person. Given the state of the game room across the hallway, I say that's sugarcoating it. Maybe that's for the best. I was pretty nervous when I heard that we'd be looking after a military ship, but after seeing the ship that Prince left it in, the pressure off. Yeah, maybe this is all deliberate. Like he's sending us a message saying that it's okay to relax and unwind or something. Hey! Good morning, John. How are you doing? Hopefully we need to take our work seriously, but it doesn't see any harm in taking a break, and either do I. Is it too cool to care about the potential risk of kicking your support out of the core, huh? Talk about holding a grudge. Hey, I'm sorry, I really am. You better be. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. You hear me? Sure, Emma's got most of my attention now, but when you're fighting together, I'm your support. I need to see just what you two are capable of, so don't count me out yet. I can live with that. All the usual essentials like medicine and bandages are here in ample supply. That's good to know. As much as I hate to say it, we'll probably end up needing all of that. After all, we're dealing with a war here. Even I'm not optimistic about it being none of us will ever get hurt. That's true. Hopefully you're able to avoid losing anyone, even ignoring the strategy of it. A loss like that would make taking on Pro and Vida nearly impossible. Yeah, you're right. There's another good reason to stay alive. It's time! It's time to play Blade again! It feels like ages since the last time I had a chance to play Blade. Oh wait, didn't I end up with some cards when I was on the Pentacle? Green took out the Blade 2 deck. Upon closer inspection, you notice a scrap of paper stuck between the two of the cards inside. Huh? Welcome to the new and improved version of Blade, creatively titled Blade 2. It's basically the same thing, but with a few more cards to make it more strategic. Give it a shot. I think you'd like it. Just don't let it distract you too much from the becoming better night pilot, okay? Greetings, Pro. Thanks, Pro. When did he get it into my pocket? He could have just given it to me when we were sitting together, but I guess this is a much more pro approach. Oh well. Still, I like the sound of more strategic. Maybe I should try inviting someone down for a game sometime. I have to get all the practice in what I can. I never want to beat Pro anyway. You can now play Blade 2. Inspecting one of the card tables will allow you to call a classmate for a game. Playing against someone will allow you to deepen your bond with them regardless of whether you win or lose. However, you can only deepen your bond with 5 characters at a time. Characters you have deepened your bond with get a star next to their name. After each major story development, these stars are removed, allowing you to deepen your bond with any 5 characters of your choosing again. That is fair, John. This is the... I won't be streaming for too long today. But yeah, let's see. Gaia, Zeus, Marcus, and Elliot. I mean, Elisa's maxed out, so there's no, we're not doing that. We're gonna do Sarah.
Okay, let's get this thing going.
Dun, 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 dun.
Go on, draw a card.
Oh, stupid, I didn't even
After you,
check.
my dear.
What does Force do again? Force card doubles your current total. Oh, that's actually pretty good. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm just gonna trade.
Looks like we need to draw again. I'm up first.
Alrighty.
Don't hate me for this.
Or to start a card stealer?
Lightning.
No. Just no.
Wait a second.
Ha 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 ha! Bye bye! You're dead. Enjoy not winning. I totally threw that, by the way. You didn't really beat me. Next time I'll win for real! That is not how that works, Sarah. Sorry to say. Uses and Gaius, Macius, yeah.
I'm not gonna hold back.
Oh, these cards are not good.
Well then, go ahead and draw. You're up first, Reen. We're even. We'll have to redraw. All right. I'm going Bolt.
Not happening.
Now you've done it. Mirror. Ah, crap. Blast.
Ow. That is pain. That is way too much pain, actually. Why?
Guess I win this time.
Yeah, I guess you do. Well, that's enough played for me. See you later.
If we have to. Draw a card. Go ahead then. Take this! Be gone! Can't believe this. At least it wasn't a complete waste of time.
Lamau. That card is just broken. That card is so shit. Like if you, like I can just double my thing. It's like, yeah, you cannot win. Bye bye. Well, I concede defeat. That's already 3. Let me check everyone's. Can I check anyone's bonding level if I go to wait, is it in characters where that's noted sound? So I go to no, it does not say anything related to their level. That is kind of annoying. There's no way to check that. Not in status, not in, oh wait, maybe in link level. That is actually. Yeah, so I need to max out Laura still. Laura might be able to get to level 6, so that's good. You're 7. Yeah, so there's a lot of people still needing to be level 7. Laura can be brought to level 6 at least, so that's good. And then I will do one with Gaius too, because he can easily be brought to level 5. So that should be good. So Laura.
Then let us begin our duel. Please, draw a card. The first move is yours.
This sucks though. This is extremely bad.
We're evenly matched. Let's redraw. We're evenly matched. Let's read. The first move is yours. Power! An excellent duel.
Yeah, that's around. That sounds about right. I've done it! If you excuse me, I'll be leaving now with pride in my heart. Not even that was enough to max it out. Jesus.
Shall we begin? Go ahead and draw. I'll go first then.
We have an 8.
Huh. Guess we need to I'll go first then.
Eight, 9.
I'll use a bolt.
I mean, you could do that.
I hate to do this, but Well played. Winds, aid me!
No, don't do it. God damn it!
Time to pull out a force.
Fortunately, he did it at the worst possible moment for him to do that, because I can now still outfit him.
I lost, but I had a lot of fun.
I was so afraid there. That was impressive. I should have seen that coming. Well, let me know if you want to play again. I'll always down for a game. I think that is 5 people, right? Yeah, into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's it. Alrighty. Now we have to do one more, and let's go to the lowest deck. Orbital Factory Hold. Nice. So this is where the Orbital Factory is. I could see myself coming here pretty often. George said he brought the Orbital bike on board from Ymir too. Maybe it's here. Anyway, I want to thank him while I'm down here. About first floor factory build and hold. This area of the Courageous contains an Orbital Factory. Like any other Orbital Factory, you can forge weapons and synthesize quartz. Simply speak to George and he will fulfill all requests. As this area is also open, also happens to be the most spacious part of the Courageous, it's also where Velimar and the Orbital bike are stored. Eventually both of these can be customized as well. Hey George, everybody doing okay here? Yeah, the Orbital Factory is all ready for use. So if you need any work done for you or your orbment, don't be hesitant to let me know. Thanks, I'm sure I'll be taking you up on that offer very soon. By the way, you're the one who brought the Orbital bike on board, right? Field just charged. I figured I'd come in handy at some point. It was still in a good condition thanks to uses, but I did make a few modifications to it. Modifications like what? Oh, I changed a few parts so that they will be better suited to riding on the road. So now you should be able to ride it on rougher terrain. Feel free to take it on your spin anytime. You can ride wherever you want. Really? Really? Even if if it were to break down or something, it wouldn't be hard to come and collect it with the Courageous. So go ahead and have fun riding it around. Thanks. I got a feeling it will come in handy. And to be honest, just the thought of getting to ride it around all over the boundary gets me excited. Angelica will be proud. Oh, there's one thing about that the sidecar we added to it. It was roughed up pretty badly during the attack on the academy. Sorry, I can fix it for sure, but it's gonna cost a lot of Mira to buy all the materials. So you have to go without for a while at least, until we have the funds repaired anyway. That's a shame. It is, but what can we do? Oh, one other thing about the bike. What would you say to giving it a brand new paint job? Paint job? Yeah, I saw the special feature in Automotive magazine about making those recently. I thought it might be kind of fun to give it a shot ourselves, you know. We got the perfect test tube, Jack. I can easily set up a station over there. Why not give it a go if you're interested? It does sound interesting. I'll give it a shot once you're all set up and sounds fun. You can now ride your Orbital bike. By pressing the X button on the highway to open the navigation screen and then pressing it again, you can ride the bike wherever you are. You can also now customize the color of the Orbital bike. And that should be everyone's. Ooh, evasion too. Speed plus 8. Cast 2. Let's see, because now I should be able to change ornaments for B. Because she has evasion 1 means also okay, we are gonna equip Evade 2, which will bring her evasion to 45%. We are probably gonna reach 100, over 100 at some point, which means that she just like all attacks towards her are just gonna be missable. Increases obtained EXP. Attack threats sometimes deal critical damage. I mean, I have them, it's not really needed, but. Alrighty. Greetings, Awakener. Hey, Venomar. Think your events recovered a little now? Her mana's a little. Affirmative. It stands at 50% replenished. I see that a new power has awakened within you as well. I don't know if I could call it new. This power has always been with me, I just didn't understand what it was or why it was there. But thanks to everyone's help, it finally feels like it's part of me. That makes any sense. So I need to keep practicing using it. I can't ever repeat that what happened aboard the Pentacle. You appear to be aware of your own limitations, much like you are how you've learned to better sympathize with me through practices. Humans must improve their specifications through similar means. You need only to work towards the improvement to gain optimal proficiency for the battles to come. Huh. I suppose you're right. I can't help but feel that one day this power will be useful to me as an awakener too. I won't be able to use it all the time, but I'll do what I can to get better at making use of it. I look forward to it. Rin can now use the craft Spirit Unification. Using this craft allows Rin to unleash the power within him and fight for several turns in that state. Activating it cures all status abnormalities and increases Rin's strength in battles significantly. You can now use quick travel in the Courageous by pressing the X button. Kinda dumb that you couldn't do that before, but well, whatever. Alright, I think I've seen all the key onboard facilities now. Now that's left is tell Toa where we are going next. Going to Toa in the captain chair will allow you to both select a destination and organize the party. Regardless of who is selected as we support in battle, Rin will tour the Courageous alone. How to board the Courageous. After landing, you can board the Courageous again by pressing the X button to access the navigation menu, followed by pressing the Start button. Note that this feature is not available in dungeons or select portions of the story. Checking and reporting the quests. You can confirm and report quests by inspecting the Oracle computer on the bridge. Reporting quests nets AP, which in turn will periodically raise your student rank and earn new rewards, making it wise to check it frequently. Checking the student information. Inspecting the computer also gives you access to the latest information available regarding your students scattered all across Erebonia. Once the information has been read, it will automatically be recorded into your notebook. Monica, first year class 1/3, swimming club, being looked after by the Imperial Army at the Karelia Proving Ground. Mint, assisting the Imperial Army at the Watchtower in the North Highlands. Casper, sighted in Legrand. Phoebe, sighted in Legrand. Clara, sighted at the ancient quarry in the North Highlands. Emily and Nicholas. Emily, year 2, class 4, lacrosse club, and Nicholas, year 2, class 5, in the cooking club, formed a resistance group with other second years sighted along the Karelia By Road. Gogo Courageous flight animation. Change Toa's costume. Change Toa's accessories. Toa casual outfit. That is certainly the outfit of all time. Actually, for her, it actually kind of fits. It doesn't really fit with the Academy uniform either. Sure, we're gonna do that. Change Toa's accessories. Tent mission. Remove equipment. Why? No! Student information, report requests, check requests. Choose destination, organize party, talk. We need to gather up as many students as we can to fill our crew here on the Courageous. That's a lot of work to this, but then factoring in Prince Oliver's request, we're gonna be really busy, aren't we? But we'll just have to do what we can. Go to a destination in mind. You got a destination in mind, Green? I think these are the only places that would be safe for us to land right now. Ymir Valley. You can now travel to Ymir using the Courageous. You can now travel to Nor. You can now travel to the Karelia Proving Ground. You can now travel to the remains of Karelia Fortress. And you can now travel to Legrand. And you're decided where you want to go, let me know and I'll take you there. Will do, thanks.
Where do you want to go?
Alright, but where do we want to go indeed? Okay, this is the point where I'll open the Act 2 guide. Let's start with Legrand, because we are gonna get Vivi, and that is cool. I like Vivi. Searching for friends in the Legrand section. Okay. Alright. Let's go!
Leave it to me!
Leave it to me.
Alrighty.
Right.
Hi. Imperial Conquest 4. Gambler Jack Chapter 8. Hooray, we got stuff. None of these are good weapons at this point. In fact, they are pretty bad. Alrighty, chapel, right, that's right, the chapel. Chapel is slightly up and then slightly further up in that way, yeah. She's still sitting there, or she moved somewhere else. Boo! Oh, you're back! Hey again, Vivi. No update on Lindy's whereabouts since we saw you last, huh? Not yet, at least. I've prayed for her to be okay, not more times than I can count. I even started watering the plants here for extra Adios brownie points. And they're still not doing very well. I'm useless, both as a gardening club member and as a human being, but I guess I've always been like this. I've only ever been able to do anything because I've got Lundy and now I don't. This isn't you. Fee? You're kind of a person who loves causing trouble and putting a price on everyone. Like Adel. Me, Lindy, even Reem sometimes. You skip classes and even your club meetings pretend to be Lindy to embarrass her. In class, and even your club meetings pretend to be Lindy to embarrass her, and then anyone gets involved. But in the end, you always leave everyone with a smile on their face. Work with the flowers too. Works with the flowers too. They always look so happy whenever you take care of them. So sitting here alone praying for someone to solve your problems isn't you. Nobody would be able to stop the Vivi I know from running out and finding Lindy herself. He's right. And as it so happens, we're flying the Courageous all over Erebonia now. I can't guarantee you'll find her, but if you come with us, there's a chance you'll hear something about where she might be. So what do you say? Are you willing to lend us a hand? You guys? Of course! Oh whoa, I don't know what's got into me lately. But if anyone should go out there and hunt for down, it's gotta be me. Sisters need to look out for each other, right? Bingo! Welcome to the team, Vivi. Thanks! You're awfully lucky not every day Erebonia's loveliest lady joins her raiding band adventures like you. Vivi was welcomed aboard the Courageous.
Yes, sir!
Let's move. It's my turn.
I can do this.
Alright. What the fuck is even the point of that button? zooming in the minimap. Okay. Well, there's one quest you can do here. Your cargo, right? Luckiest friend? No, you put in a request for your help, but what are you doing all the way out here in the ground? Did something happen? What do you think happened? A bunch of noble soldiers came busting into the Oz district. And that got us really salty, so we gave them some old bang, kapow. But then they got mad at us and turned the tables. They wouldn't give us give up either. But then, Parity, damn it. If I passed that correctly, it sounds like you really need our help with something, and I guess Parity is in trouble. That's about all I got too. We should try to get him to calm down a little so we can explain things before it's too late. Maybe bring Machias with us, who will be meaning they are friends or short. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Let's go back to the Courageous and get him. Those damn soldiers getting all big for their boots, thinking they are so tough. They deserve to pow I gave them. They didn't think they'd be so stubborn though. That it would. Well, he's still crying, because you won't be able to get anything else out of him while he's still like this. Allow me to translate the patrolling soldiers' arrogance irritated him and Parity greatly. In response, they tried to set in traps for them using boxes and drum cannons in an effort to drive them away. Naturally, this did not go according to plan, as anyone with half a brain would have expected. The hell are you doing here? I don't need a dork like you to help sort this out. I can do it just fine on my own. Of course. I can tell from the tears streaming down your face that you're off to a flying start. Machias, I have no idea how you turned what he just said into what you just said, but I'm impressed. Unfortunately for me, I have to put up with the two of them for a long time now. You pick some things up after a while. I'm fairly sure I know how the rest of this story goes too. When the traps failed to have their intended effect, the soldiers gave chase, as they were in cargo and Parity lost sight of one another, which led to their current quandary. Yeah, that's right. You were running from them, but then Parity told me to go on ahead. We were supposed to meet up here, but she still hasn't shown. Parity. And we're back at least to finally figure out what happened. I wonder if this means that the soldiers ended up capturing her though. I wouldn't be surprised if how heavily guarded the capital is. I'd save you concern. Those two always defy expectations and take a birthday face value. What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean, Machias? Cargo, we should make a few things clear. You two definitely specified the gram as it down to meet up, is correct? That was what I said, didn't I? I mean, you were kind of panicking at the time, with the soldiers chasing us and all, but Parity took out a map and pointed right at the part where the gram is. She said we were meeting at a tiny little place in the boonies where no soldiers would ever even care enough to find us. Maybe you shouldn't talk about the town like that right in front of us, doesn't it? Especially when they are being nice enough to let you stay there for free. Way to show your appreciation. Well, this isn't wrong technically, and speaking of as a president, I don't find such an attempt to have description offensive. So if they were using a map, how could there be any mistake? They are both Erebonian, so it's not like they end up in different towns. But that would mean... One more question, Cargo. Were you both on the same side of the map when you were doing this? Or were you on opposite sides of facing one another? Yeah, we were facing each other, so what? Have you worked something out, Marcus? I think so. When they agreed on their destination, one of them was looking at the map upside down. Without she ever even mentioned the gram. She probably pointed out to the part of the map and said, here. They probably didn't even realize how much of a misunderstanding it would cause. It does sound plausible. Still, if that's the case, then Baird is gone off to an entirely different town. Should look for a town that fits her description and it's on the opposite side of the capital from the Gram. Good thing we have the courageous. Okay, we're off to find parity. Any objections, Cargo? Did you work something out? What are you wasting time here for then? If you find her, let me know right away. You'd better promise. We will. Just stay away from me. You're getting snot everywhere. Badass in danger started. Turn to the courageous.
Where do you want to go?
So we are in the Gram. Wouldn't it be Ymir?
Leave it to me.
I think it would be Ymir. That makes sense. And we need to go there anyway, so. Where'd you hide Cargo? I know you did it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Wait, who's Cargo? Is that Battery? Well, I'm glad we found her, but I can't believe she actually ended up here. Looks like Maki's theory about the map was correct. Might be a good idea to let him know before we try talking to her. She really was here. Hey, Battery! Could you please stop causing problems for strangers? Machias? Now what are you doing here, huh? Not like I actually care, but it's nice to see your stupid face. I suppose. She's acting a bit odd. Oh well. I'm glad she sees that you're well too. But seriously, what were you thinking trying to pick up a fight with the army? You heard all about what happened. No good can come from worrying people so much, you know. What? Who's talking? Pardon? You got no idea how worried Ost was when he heard you were wanted by the army. For all we freaking knew you were dead in a gutter somewhere. And then Uncle Carl ended up getting arrested on top of it all. Why do you think we started picking fights in the first place? We were scared, we were pissed off, and we were whatever. It was better for us to do it than letting some amateurs try their luck. So that's what really happened, huh? Sorry, I had no idea what was the case. I'm sorry for worrying you all so much. You should be saying that to everyone back home, not me. Anyway, that idiot Cargo said he was gonna meet me here ages ago, but he still hasn't shown up. So you're gonna help me look for him? Speaking of Cargo, I almost forgot. So she intended for them to meet here, huh? Oh well, no ways to know who was in the wrong now. But you guys know something. You better not have him tied up somewhere, cause if you do... What say we bring him here before she accuses you of anything else? They flew to Courageous to Legram to pick up cargo, then brought him back to Ymir. Cargo! Ow! The hell have you been all this time? I was freaking out like crazy. Did them pips squeak? Where the heck was I? Where the heck were you? Ultra headlock time. Just who are these people? Well, they're refugees from Heimdall. I really am sorry for all the trouble she caused. I know it's a lot to ask, but would it be possible for them to stay in Ymir until the situation improves here? Well, sure. They are not how I pictured people from Heimdall to be, but sure. Wow, check it out. They're a really warm-looking pond over there. Watch it, loser. That's clearly a trap. Ain't no way anyone would put something that nice like that in the middle of town. Wow, you're right. You're so smart, Battery. Excuse me, I'm going to go have a quick word with them so they don't go causing any more trouble. Must have thought being you, Marcus. Must have thought being you, Marcus. I'd like to think all had our fair share of challenges in time. Still, I suppose all's well that ends well. Quest Badass in Danger completed. Receive Bunny Watch as a reward. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Isn't there? Are there new courses to for snowboarding in this right now? I'm not sure. Let's check. Snowboarding! Next time, target 1 minute and 5 seconds. Target flags 15 of 16. Okay. Oh no. Speed up! That was easy. My god.
I did it!
Hey, thanks, Falcom. Lower difficulty. No, we literally won. Why would I lower the difficulty? Cleared B1 course. Even experienced boarders tend to struggle with that course. That was really something. Well, here's your prize. Go ahead and take it. Silver Bell. And I'll be sure to keep the course well maintained. If you feel like boarding again, just come on by. Certainly will. See you then. Alright, that's snowboarding done. For a bit. Alrighty. Let's see. We have one request done.
Right. We're supposed to be able to report our completed tasks in bulk using this. Good thing we learned how to use an orbital computer in class.
Good thing that was random
What was
voice
that?
Oh, looks like you picked the perfect time to report. Go ahead and press the answer button below the screen.
Oh, sure.
Green baby, talk to me. It's alright. You can admit you just wanted to hear my voice.
Prince Olivert? How are you? I thought you went to Western Erebonia.
Oh, I did. I can't tell you exactly where I am now, but I've been on quite the journey since we parted. I'm transmitting this audio-visual signal from my current location.
Really? Wow. I had no idea that it was possible to do that from so far away.
Well, the standard system needs to be modified a bit for it to work. Anyway, let's get right down to checking that report of yours. Interesting.
Recruited Vivi, badass in danger. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, that's very impressive. Anyway, keep sending in these reports whenever you're able. As long as you've got something to fill me in on, you can call whenever you like.
Of course. Sorry for troubling you with this when you're clearly busy with matters over in the West, though.
Well, I did give you that responsibility in the first place, and there's no length I wouldn't go to for my beloved students. Still, even though that workaround lets me talk to you basically any time, I can't keep the connection up for too long.
Your Highness?
Olivier, we need to get moving! We're heading to Parm for now!
Be right there, my love. Well, at any rate, it seems I must bid you adieu for now. Duty calls. May Adios be with you, and good luck out there.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
Why are you walking in place? So, what? Hello? Game? What the fuck? What is happening? Did the cutscene break again because the frame rate was too high? Did that happen again? Is that once again what happened? Thanks. Very cool. I love when randomly...
Things must be pretty difficult over there right now.
Oh, and now it works again. Okay, no idea what caused that. That was very weird.
Still, if he's going out of his way just to talk to you, it means he wants to, so don't feel guilty. You're the best way he can get the inside scoop on what's happening here too, so everyone wins.
I was actually worried I had to restart the game. Fortunately, that wasn't necessary, thank God.
True enough. That's a good way of looking at it. We'll need to make sure we never let him down.
During Act 2, you can report completed quests via the Orbital computer. On the Courageous British Bridge, in exchange, you will receive rewards and AP. Your rank will increase as points accumulate over time. So coming back and reporting your tasks frequently is ideal. Right. Let's see. Now I'm curious, if I go to the to Deck 2 and I go to the game hall. Can I play Blade again? No, I cannot. Okay. Assume it happens when the act changes to Act 2 or Act 2 Part 2. Until then, probably not.
Where do you want to go?
Right. We still have things to do on we have things to do here. We have things to do here. So let's finish the hologram section, and that's all that stream is gonna be for today. Also, I see fishing. More fish!
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
Fish! Change rod. Lake Lord Star 2. Yeah, fish. Go fishing. Go fish! Entire aid was unnecessary. Great.
Not bad.
It was not really good either. Fish time!
Not bad. Not bad.
Alright, that's all the fish that we need that we could get here. Righty. Now let's do the just go to the mansion and then we just walk out and then we are literally next to the training hall. Oh, hey guys! Nice to see you managed to find all of your class 7 buddies in the end, Reen. Thanks, I'm pretty happy about it too. How have things been on your end? Still doing alright? So far, so good. I like to think I'm making myself useful here in the training hall, doing whatever I can. Not that much though. I'm basically just taking care of weapon maintenance and importing more when necessary. Sounds useful to me. Allow me to thank you on behalf of everyone here. There's a little more helpful than properly maintained blades. Speaking of helping out actually, Green told Casper that they were looking for fellow Thor students to fight with them aboard the Courageous. Me on the Courageous? Well, I'd love to, but hey, quick question. Could you use the Courageous to fly over to the west? I mean, theoretically, sure, we could use it to fly anywhere. That's not part of the area we are responsible for, though. We were told to focus on our efforts on the east side of Erebonia. Honestly, the west is a little too dangerous for us to visit either way. Yeah, that makes sense. I just figured I might be able to go and see how my family's doing over there, that's all. I forget that you came from down near the shore over there. I can hardly blame you for being worried. Well, whatever, I'm sorry, but I'm staying here in the ground for now. I hope I'll get the chance to head over there and check it on myself. Alright, that makes sense. I wonder if we can find out ourselves whether they are safe or not. I haven't read the latest Imperial Chronicle yet. It seems like a long shot, but maybe there's something in there. It's worth a look at least. Isn't it in items or in books? I think it's in books, right? Imperial Chronicle Volume 4. Excellent news has come in from the West Front, starting that Noble Alliance was overwhelmingly victorious in their recent battles, and has forced the former Imperial Army to retreat significantly. This marks a landmark achievement in the Alliance's ongoing effort to put a stop to the rebels. Yeah. Propaganda. So much propaganda. Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually funny. Courageous whereabouts still unknown. The Imperial family's cruiser, the Courageous, remains unseen since the outbreaks of the war. Reports have suggested the airship is currently being used by a private group for an undisclosed purpose. But the Imperial family has been deemed to remind the public that its current duties are in no way official, which may suggest that those on board are guilty of no less than treason against the state. The Noble Alliance is urging any citizens with information on the ship's whereabouts to come forward. we are official though. We literally have like the paper work for it. Oh, come on, there's gotta be something in that there that's gonna tell us how somebody's doing. Right there, this part. What brings you back here? Casper, hear me out. I know you're worried about things back home, but I think chances are good that your family is just fine. Seriously? What makes you think that? Take out the 6 and 7 pages. Ring gave Casper the Imperial Chronicle. The Chronicle, I haven't read one of those in a while. I've been too busy worrying to action. The 3rd Armored Division is also refusing to end its society conflict near the Twin Dragons Bridge. The lengthy conflict between the Croydon Provincial Army and the 4th Armored Division seems to be showing no signs of letting up. The 4th Armored Division was known as the strongest division of the former Imperial Army, but due to their continued resistance and refusal to stand down, the Provincial Army has had no choice but to label them as a rebel army, raising tensions to a new high in the area. The 3rd Armored Division is also refusing to end its unlawful occupation of Thunder Gate to the north, and has yet to respond to the repeated requests to disarm between these two divisions. It's likely that the state of confusion will remain in eastern Erebonia for some time to come. Politics, Imperial government negotiations with Crossbell. There have recently been reports that say that the Imperial government has opened negotiations with Crossbell. One government source suggested Crossbell's actions were cowardly and unforgivable, but that does not preclude us from negotiating with them. The demands in these negotiations are likely to include withdrawing the state's independent declaration, dismantling the Crossbell Defense Force, and increasing the Erebonian assets held by the International Bank of Crossbell. However, Crossbell's crimes are still fresh in the mind of Erebonian citizens, and I think I speak for everyone in praying that the government will head negotiations with the firm hand. No way, it's actually talking about the coast. And that's where you're from, right? It says that while the battle started near the coast, most of it took place farther inland. It's kept the civilian casualties to a minimum. If we assume that is the honest reporting, it's unlikely that your home is on our family, or your family were harmed. Couldn't you agree? Sounds like the area dodged a bullet. It's second-hand evidence and you can't trust the media nowadays, but it's better than nothing, right? Thank goodness. I can't thank you guys enough for bringing this to me. I've been worried sick about everyone for so long. Now that this is a less weight off my shoulders, I can see the relief in your face. On your face. But at least now I don't feel quite as much as a need to get over to the west to check out anywhere. So you got me. I'll join you guys on the Courageous and help you however I can. Welcome aboard. Let's fight for our families together. You bet. Casper was welcomed aboard the Courageous. Alright. And that sounds like we did all of the gram. Let me check if the
Where do you want to go?
The gram is done. There is nothing left in the gram. And we have other areas to go, but that's something we can do next stream. Until then, however, I'm gonna check what stores have opened now. But I guess it's probably in on the shop stack that things have opened up a bit. Let's see. Door is locked. The door is also locked. I guess it's not that area. Okay, then we need to go to the conference and training halls. Let's see if, what opened up. Nothing in the conference room, but that's just the conference room, obviously. That is that fighting area. Okay, so all of. What about the kitchen, etc. there? What is this room? I'm gonna see if I can find the characters that are newly invited, because I mean you would assume that they would open something up. Since your brother left the courageous too, I will do everything in my power to live up to his expectations. As a proud member of the Arnor family, allow me to support you all the fullest extent I can. You both have our work cut out for us. Nothing here either. Remain standby here to call my name should you require my assistance. Only by devoting yourself to polishing your latent abilities will you improve Awakener. Become strong and you will claim victory when next you cross paths with the Azure Knight. Remember me? I'm Peyton, the mechanic from ZCF. I was here during the Courageous Maiden voyage earlier this year, and His Highness asked me to shop aboard again. I won't be here for long though. As soon as I finish and going over the Courageous needs to know I'll be getting off. Still, it's nice to see this baby from the inside again. Oh, there she is. Hi, Fifi. Hey, Reem. Hey, Fifi. Decided to help out on the bridge, I see. Yup, I volunteered to be an observer and they thought that it was the right fit. Of all the jobs on this ship, I'm sure this is the one that'll help me find out about Lindy's whereabouts first. Can't fault your logic there. But who do you think... Who the think our lessons at the academies would actually come in handy someday? You'd better not alter my chest while you're standing here to me like standing over me like this. So as tempting as it sure it is, wouldn't dream of it. I'm just glad to see her in high spirits again. It's been a while. Anyway, there's a lot to learn, but I'll be best to observe you've ever seen. This is the best way I can help find Lindy too. So any hardship's totally worth it. Alrighty. Well, I think that's it for today. Bit of a shorter stream. I think that will be a recurring thing going forward, but we'll see about that. Next stream, we're gonna hopefully finish Act 2, Part 1 by going to the other remaining areas that we have to visit. Until then, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you again next time, whenever that may be. Probably Sunday or some other time. Until then, goodbye.